Let me ask you something. How many dreams have you buried simply because you couldn't stay consistent? Think about it. You had the vision, you had the passion, you even had the plan. But somewhere along the way, distractions pulled you off course, comfort seduced you, and inconsistency stole your future. And that's the painful truth. Most people don't fail because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunities. They fail because they quit showing up. They start strong but fade when the excitement disappears. They get caught in cycles of starting, stopping, and starting again, never realizing that true success only comes to those who stay consistent long enough to break through. Today, I'm going to share with you why consistency is not just a habit, it's the ultimate power. Because the world doesn't reward the talented, it doesn't reward the motivated, it rewards consistency. And by the end of this, you'll understand exactly why your future depends on forcing yourself to be consistent no matter how you feel, no matter what life throws your way. Work, ambition turns into frustration. Potential without consistency becomes wasted potential. Why most people fail? Let me tell you something many don't want to hear. It doesn't matter how smart you are, how gifted you are, or how much potential you carry without consistency. None of it matters. I've met people with brilliant ideas. They could have built businesses, written books, changed lives, but they lacked one thing: the discipline to follow through. They would start strong for a week, for a month, maybe two, but then distractions took over, old habits returned, and slowly their dreams slipped away. Have you ever experienced this? You start a new project with energy. Maybe it's a fitness routine, maybe a business, maybe a goal you set for yourself. For the first few days, you're unstoppable. But then you skip a day, you skip another, and before you know it, the fire dies out. That's why most people never achieve greatness. They confuse motivation with discipline. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps you consistent. Comfort, the silent killer. We live in a world that makes everything easy. With one tap, food is delivered. With one click, endless entertainment appears. On the surface, this sounds like progress, but there's a hidden cost. Comfort slowly drains your hunger. It convinces you that life should always feel easy, and in doing so, it steals your discipline. Your brain gets hooked on quick rewards, and the moment something feels difficult, you pull away. But here's the truth you must face. Growth never lives in comfort. Growth is on the other side of struggle, sacrifice, and pushing past what feels easy. If you always take the comfortable path, you'll never know your true potential. Success belongs to those who embrace discomfort, who choose discipline over ease, and who understand that consistency will always feel harder than giving in, but it will always take you further. The power of consistency. Consistency is the ultimate equalizer. It doesn't matter where you begin, how much talent you're born with, or how many resources you have at your disposal. What truly matters is the discipline to show up day after day. Over time, consistency will always outrun talent that takes breaks. Think about two runners training for the same race. One is naturally fast with perfect form and strong genetics. The other is slower, nothing extraordinary. At first, the gifted runner looks unbeatable. He sprints ahead, leaving the other far behind. But soon, he skips training sessions, loses focus, and his progress stalls. Meanwhile, the slower runner laces up his shoes every morning, rain or shine, and keeps running. Months later, when the race arrives, it's not the one with natural talent who wins. It's the one who practiced relentlessly. That's the magic of consistency. Small steps, taken daily, build unstoppable momentum. Principle 1. Get crystal clear on your why. Let's get practical. The first step to building consistency is clarity. You need a reason so strong it pulls you forward. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why does it matter? Why must I succeed? Because when your why is weak, your consistency will crumble the first time life gets tough. But when your why is strong, when it's burning inside you, you will push through fatigue, boredom, and resistance. Maybe your why is your family. Maybe it's the desire to escape financial struggle. Maybe it's the impact you want to leave on the world. Whatever it is, define it clearly. Write it down. Look at it every day. When your daily actions are connected to a deep purpose, discipline stops feeling like punishment. It becomes a privilege. Principle 2, accountability. When you're on your own, quitting feels easy. You can push things off until tomorrow, delay your goals until next week, and no one will question it. But accountability changes everything. When you have someone who expects results from you, a mentor, a coach, a training partner, or even a close friend, you suddenly raise your standards. You stop settling for excuses because someone is there to remind you of the commitment you made. Accountability works because it takes your promises out of your head and puts them into the real world. When you say it out loud, when someone else knows, the weight of responsibility grows. You're no longer just showing up for yourself, you're showing up because someone believes in you enough to not let you quit. That's why success is rarely a solo mission. Surround yourself with people who demand your best, and you'll find it much harder to give anything less. Principle 3, build systems, not feelings. Have you ever noticed how some days you feel motivated and other days you don't? But life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. That's why relying on motivation is a trap. Motivation is like the weather. It changes. One day it's sunny and you feel unstoppable. The next day it's cloudy and you want to quit. If you depend on that, you'll never stay consistent. What you really need are systems habits so automatic that you don't even think twice before doing them. Think about it. Do you need motivation to brush your teeth? Of course not. It's just part of your day. That's exactly how your goals should feel. Start small, make it easy, and remove obstacles that cause hesitation. Want to run? Lay out your shoes and clothes the night before. Want to read more? Keep a book where you can see it. Every little tweak turns effort into routine, and soon action feels as natural as breathing. The real power of systems comes when you stack habits. Attach new actions to things you already do. After your morning coffee, write for 10 minutes. After brushing your teeth, review your goals. Over time, these systems carry you forward even on days you don't feel like trying. Willpower fades, but systems don't guide you toward progress automatically. Expect resistance. Let me warn you, there will be resistance. You will feel tired. You will feel discouraged. You will feel like quitting. That's normal. In fact, that's a sign you're on the right track, because anything worth achieving requires you to push past resistance. When those moments come, remember this: your feelings are not in control. You are. You don't need to feel like doing the work. You just need to do it. Push through the voice that says, "Not today." Push through the urge to quit, because on the other side of resistance lies growth, confidence, and results. The cost of inconsistency. Let's flip the coin. What happens if you don't stay consistent? Lost opportunities. While you procrastinate, someone else is taking action, and they're winning the rewards. Wasted time. Every lazy day is a day you can never get back. Broken confidence. Every time you quit, you weaken your self-belief. Dead dreams. Stay inconsistent long enough, and your dreams don't just delay, they die. That's the cost of inconsistency, and it's far higher than the cost of discipline. The payoff of consistency. Now imagine the other side. Imagine you stay consistent. Imagine you commit to showing up every day for the next year. What happens? Your body transforms, your mind sharpens, your skills multiply, your confidence soars, your results compound. Consistency doesn't just change what you achieve, it changes who you become. The pride of knowing you kept your word to yourself, the confidence of proving to yourself that you can follow through, that's the real reward. At the end of the day, everything you want, success, freedom, impact, comes down to one thing: staying consistent when others quit. Not talent, not luck, not bursts of motivation, just the daily choice to keep showing up, even when it's hard, even when no one's watching. Remember this: every time you choose discipline over distraction, you're building a future stronger than your excuses. Every small action you repeat becomes a brick in the foundation of your greatness. And one day, you'll look back and realize that consistency was never just a habit. It was the force that transformed your entire life. So commit right now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for motivation to knock on your door. Start today, stay consistent, and refuse to quit. Because the future doesn't belong to the talented, it belongs to the relentless. If this inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful lessons.